Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here for the Traci Reed Designs creative team. I am working with the brand new True North collection. This is a very nautical, oceanside themed collection that I know you're just going to love. And today I'm going to share with you some tips on how I create a monochromatic layout with a pop. And our pop today is going to be the color red. Our monochromatic dominant color is going to be blue. And so I'm starting with this beautiful photo that my son River took on a recent trip up the East Coast to Portland, Maine. This is the Portland Head Lighthouse. And so this is their photo. I did not alter it other than to resize it for printing. And I did, in fact, of course, as you can see, I enlarged it and kept it the same aspect ratio to show their composition that they captured in this beautiful photo. And I was inspired by the blue of the sky and the blue of the beautiful ocean in these photos, and also the surprise pop of red in the buildings that are connected to the lighthouse. And so, of course, their gift shop, administrative offices, probably housing where the keeper of the lighthouse would have lived at one time or another. And so that is my cue for the layout, for the color scheme, for the idea of doing a monochromatic layout with this pop of red, was taking the cue from the photo of lots of blues here and then this surprise red roof over here that adds a surprise, an element of surprise, and also gives the photo visual interest. It's just a great composition here. And I love the fact that River shared the photo with me and asked me to create this layout. River also contributed to some of the decisions here for embellishing the layout. So in some ways it was a joint effort, and it was so much fun to work on it together, and we both truly do love how it turned out. And so after starting with the photo, then the next step that I did was choose the background paper. And I started with this gorgeous navy with just a very simple white geometric dot. And I chose that pattern paper because it's not going to compete. It's not going to compete with the photo. It's not going to compete with the other elements. And I knew that that beautiful red would pop against that background. And so sure enough, I chose the red solid paper in the True North collection to frame the photo with. And that sets the tone here for, one, it repeats the red in the photo. And it sets that surprise element here. But it also, it helps that photo to pop off of the page in kind of an unexpected way. Normally I like white mats around my photos. You probably are familiar with that from me over the years. But I really do like, for this particular layout, how the red frame turned out. And so that was the second method for creating this monochromatic layout with a pop of color. And the third is to be very selective about which elements and stickers that you print out. And so the majority of the elements, the die cuts, the alphabets are blue. All of them are mostly blue, and there are two exceptions. The lighthouse has red in it, and the little ship's wheel has red in it as well. And notice how I positioned those above the red frame And this sort of mirrors or offsets the red frame. It puts something in that space there above the title. And by the way, you saw me attach the title. I popped those alphabets up with pop dots and then joined them all together with blue and white twine. Again, sticking with monochromatic blue as the dominant color here. And so then I also secured the end of each of the title ends with brads, just light blue brads I had in my stash. There's no telling how long they've been in my stash. There's no telling where they came from. But today is their day to shine. And don't you love that? I love that when you have things in your stash like that you finally get to use. And you're like, yay, it just justified carrying that around for the last 15 years or something. I love that. I love that so much. The title, of course, I kept really simple here. Portland headlight, and that just seems to be what they call it. I did not go on this trip, so I didn't get to visit this beautiful place, but I would love to visit Maine, and I think it must be so beautiful up there. And the beautiful Atlantic Ocean just looks stunning. So for journaling and for the date, I created a little spot here at the bottom of the photo where the rocks are hanging out. And so again, I used a blue label. I added a little blue star and the little blue anchor. And then look, here is another opportunity to pop that red, and I just grabbed a cute little tiny word strip there. Nothing big, nothing too overpowering, just another little tiny bit of that red. But again, still keeping with mostly blue here. I'm still calling this a monochromatic layout. It just has this very exciting pop of red because that happens to be what the True North collection is all about in terms of the color story of it. The last little touch is the word strip underneath the word light and a couple of little blue stars here, and then the layout is done. I will have this layout up on the Traci Reed Designs blog today, and you can check out my notes about pulling this layout together. I hope you'll check it out. I hope that you will grab the True North collection as well while you're there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.